All right, so get a good warm up in. We'll go over that stuff. I may just add like 1 or 2 little tricks at the end of it. And then we're gonna go positional from that position, bunch of rounds, and then we're gonna roll. All right? All right, guys, start jogging, guys, go ahead. We started down in that front headlock. Okay, right, remember last week and the week before, the past few weeks, we've been going over a lot of front headlock positions. And we started off by going for our front chokes, okay, and looking for our guillotines. But that's not always my best option, or just not the game I wanna play, okay? I do always like to look for the back. So making sure to take that outside leg, pinching on the tricep, okay, keeping nice and heavy, and getting to here. Okay, especially if I'm gonna play crucifix, which I do a lot. Either I go straight for the back like here, but especially if I'm planning to go for that crucifix, I step with that outside leg because this sets me up pretty good. If I'm behind here, as he circle, yeah, okay. I'm behind and I'm looking to control. Okay, rotate. So now how can we get the crucifix? If his arm is just kind of open like the way that it was, and you see that opportunity, you can just go there. Okay, that happens. Even on good people, not just beginners, even on good people, sometimes they miss this leg and they grab a single leg here, boom, that's a really good opportunity for me. Anytime he's got a single leg with the head on the outside, okay, turn, pinch, and you have a nice crucifix. But make sure you're putting pressure on that shoulder, okay, not like this, because now his arm is strong and he can single leg me, okay. Rotating up and we're here, okay, looking for some cross control as well. Okay, we also did, that's like if it's just kind of like set up easy for me, boom, I catch. Okay, sometimes I need to use my heel, it's a little bit tighter and I have to kind of dig it in there and pull. And sometimes, rotate a little more, yep. Okay, sometimes he's just kind of hip that's gonna happen. Or I just wanna try a different setup, okay? So we're grabbing on the hip, blocking knee to knee, rotating, and sitting him to his hip. Boom, boom, okay? You know that a good grappler is gonna keep his base. He's gonna keep strong here because he doesn't wanna go down to his side. Okay, use your forearm to keep weight into his hip, slide the knee inside, okay, sit forward and look to control the crucifix. And again, a cross body control. If you can get like any harness grip, like a seatbelt is good, but he still has the ability to kind of rotate. If you can grab the wrist, that's better. 2-on-1, that's fine. Any combination of this is good. Or you can grab the bicep and sit here. And now you sit back and start to play here. Sometimes you sit like that, but he also might drive forward and get to his knees. Okay, go back. Sorry, yep, that's right. So you might get to here, okay? So details you talked about here, if you're gonna play from here, okay? I used to do this, and a lot of people, when they start playing crucifix, they kind of fuck this up and they just, they just try to roll here, like this. Yeah, and it's very difficult, okay? Focus on this side, but focus on this side. Okay, try to get his shoulder to the mat, that's my goal. I can do that with like this Kimura grip, but a little better is I can even go to this elbow, it's like similar to a Kimura grip, bicep, tricep. Think about this, drive his shoulder to the mat first. Boom. Okay, now it's easier for me to roll. Now I can step over and start to play, okay? But if he straightens his arm, grab the wrist and pull it 90 degrees. So look at his arm. He's in like a little shoulder lock. Okay, I might tap him there, but again, he's just gonna resist by driving into me, and that's when I rotate. Okay, go back. So the 2 most basic things that I need to understand from here are 3. 1-arm choke, taking the back, and what happens when he goes down? Because at some point he's gonna go down. Okay, give him a little space, let go, sit up, let his head come out and underhook straight away, and turn. Okay, stay nice and wide. So this is still crucifix, we're just like the top crucifix. Okay, be careful, sometimes you're like, oh, I'm in a good position, especially if you're smaller or he has long arms. He locks his hands, boom, and roll me over. Yeah, roll, go. Oh, good. Whoop, yeah. So go back. So think about keeping him spread out like that, okay? Like Jesus. Okay, and when you get here, tell your partner, try to sit up. Yeah, try to make sure you're good. Obviously in MMA, this is a fantastic position. There's a whole bunch of games you can play from here, stepping over, starting to attack here. But at a very minimum, he starts to push off my face. Boom, looking for the Americana, sit up, and finish. Okay, so that's like the minimum you guys want to understand from the crucifix. Okay, number 1, he goes for the crucifix, is head down to the mat and opening up my arms. Okay, I don't want to get stuck here. Both my arms, I'm going to circle. Okay, head down to the mat, over my shoulder. Okay, you're going to pull yourself up and get on top. Okay, details we talked about here. Don't just think that you just got on top, because he might push your head in and lock. Whoop, yeah, this sucks. Okay. Shin into the hip, pull, and then you can play from here. More advanced guys, there's lots of stuff you can do from here. Use my ribs and my lat, okay, to get underneath his thigh and drive there. Okay, try not to let his leg come underneath. Okay, it's not impossible, but it should be more difficult. Try. Yeah. Okay, go. So now watch. Keep walking in a circle, in a circle, in a circle. Once you get over, look, I have to give myself a little space and my hands are doing the same thing. Circling, head out, and get here. We also had like from the back, you know, sometimes when you get to the back, if you don't have any arms trapped, it's really difficult to choke from here. And he starts to escape. And when he starts to escape, I can look for that position. Use your heel and look for this little triangle. That's my goal. Boom, stick that in there and start to peel it back. So just as we can go from the back, or from the crucifix, drive into me, to the back, we can also do the opposite. But I put myself in a better situation. Right now I have no arm trapped. So of course I can choke him, but it's difficult. He starts to escape. Go, go, go. Yeah. Boom, I take crucifix. And I start to threaten here, do all this stuff. He drives in because he doesn't like it. Now I have his arm. And I go to finish here. We also did the counter to the counter. When I'm here, and he starts to drive up, my feet, okay, tight to my butt. And he tries to roll to the right. He rolls to the right. He rolls to the right. I chase up, and I get back to here. So we did the counter, and we did the counter to the counter. And then you're playing the whole game again. So it could happen a few ways, you know? You're driving in, he pushes back, I sit, I'm looking here. He's driving into me, going this way, and looking. Okay? So that was a lot. But that's pretty much everything we did, unless I'm forgetting anything. And we're not gonna do crucifix next week. So that was a lot of talking, that's a lot of technique. Do the ones you remember. If you don't remember any of them, do one of them, and I'll be around to help, okay? All right, guys? On three. 1, 2, 3. So right now, you're in a position where he can defend you more. Okay, you gotta get back to the crucifix, go up again. Go, go, go. Yeah, don't fall to that hip. When he drives back into you, sit to your left hip. Pull him that way. Pull, that way, that way, that way. Yeah, do that again. Do that again. So also threaten the roll this way too to make him push. And it'll make it easier on you. So, yeah, you got it in there. Grab the wrist, might as well. Yeah, you're already there. Okay, push into him and you feel resistance and sit to your left hip right away. Pull him back. Whoop, turn into it. There you go. Good. So I love to go like what I call the cop lock, bring the arm behind the shoulder. Yeah, hold on. So watch, boom, and then sit him up and pull. Boom.
Oh, yeah. I always do this.
How's it going, guys? Alex Schild here, back with another Friday class at Bangtao, Muay Thai, MMA, and BJJ. So if you've seen our previous videos or you've been to my classes, you kind of know how the Friday class works. And basically what we do is throughout the whole week, we're working on a whole system. So we introduced it early in the week on about a Monday. And as we get more and more into the week, we get more details, more advanced, more defense, more attack. So that way, like even if you're a little bit newer, you can jump in early in the week and see how it goes. And if you don't understand it, you keep going. And even if you're more advanced, throughout the week, you'll hear more details and more options. So yeah, this week we're working on the crucifix position. Last week and the week before, we were doing a lot of front headlock into the front chokes, but also front headlock leads to the back as well. So we were going over a bunch of different options for crucifix, kind of laying the groundwork for the fundamentals of the position. And yeah, by the time we got to Friday, we started doing a few more advanced things. So yeah, check it out, see what you guys think, and we'll hope to see you here. We can spend, honestly, months, just months on this position. Because while I'm here and playing the crucifix, it depends if my arm is underneath. It depends if I'm here playing this Kimura game. It depends if he gets this arm out. You know, then I'm playing the Kimura game this way. He sits up the other way. Whoop. Yep, and I start to play here. Right, he sits up to the left. Whoop, and I start to play here. A lot of things depend on what my feet are doing and what my hands are doing, okay? Yeah, I want to add a little bit more and give you guys something fun to play with, okay? So, a lot of things can happen. Like I said, he can get this arm out, turn that way, or he might get this arm out, whoop, and roll that way. Go, go, go. Boom. Yeah, that's pretty likely. Okay, go back. So, this arm is underneath here. I'm looking for that choke. I'm always threatening that choke. Okay, this time, either I feel that he's good at getting this arm out and wrestling that way, yep, or I let him do it, okay? This arm, hold on, yep. This arm comes over, and I'm gonna reach this side and grab his chin. Okay, so here, reach over, grab the chin. Okay, now watch. Remember before how we said it was really important that my feet stay tight to my butt? So when he wrestles up that way, I can get up on top and keep my feet to the outside. It's gonna be the same thing. This is important. Feet tight to the butt. Okay, now, I'm gonna let go of the wrist and bait him to roll into me. And as he rolls, I sit up, I sit up, I sit up, and I need to make sure that when I'm doing this guillotine now, my feet are on the outside. You have to prepare for that in advance. You have to know you're going for a guillotine. And what's the worst thing that can happen when I'm in a guillotine? If he jumps over to the side. This is the worst thing for me. Okay, so prepare for it as you're rolling up. My feet that were crossed, we ended up here. Okay, now you can also use these little butterfly hooks in the feet to give yourself a little bit of space to now lock your hands. If you're too tight, you can't lock your hand. Okay, we're just gonna go high elbow, okay? Don't worry about the arm. His arm is now stuck in between your legs. Okay, so go high elbow. Reach over here and grab this blade grip. You can't see my hands, but my hand is like a blade. It's a blade or a fist. Okay, grab right here. Boom. And now it's pretty easy. Okay, now this top leg, as I sit to my shoulder, just pops over the top. And now we're here. We have a really tight, nasty no arming guillotine. Okay, a lot of times I just finish here, or my momentum ends up carrying me over. Roll, roll, roll. Boom. And we're here. And once you're here, you should 100% be able to finish. You're looking up. If you need the one arm, you're going into him, same as we had done before. Okay, so really fun to be able to play the crucifix, but understand his escapes. Play the crucifix and understand how he escapes. Because sometimes maybe like you're playing crucifix and you lose it, he gets up and wrestles and you're like, oh fuck, man, like I just lost the position. I'm playing, I feel he's going, sitting up, my feet are to the outside, boom. And what, see that? I give myself a little bit of space and I lock. Okay, you might be able to finish it just with your legs like this, okay, but you don't really have good control of his body. So just go ahead and throw it over, pinch your heels in tight, and finish, all right? So just one more time on that. And finish. All right, so just a little thing to cap it off on the week and give you guys something to try, all right? On 3, 1, 2, 3. More confident to say, okay, I can still get on top. Exactly, yeah. So that's what happens a lot of times, come here. That's exactly what happens a lot. So sometimes she doesn't like go that way and I can't really get this. I just drive her up here and then I start to play here. Time, top, bottom, switch, top and bottom. Top and bottom, ready?
Bam, bam, she wanna flick for the gram. Plus, her baby sabe who I am, so she wanna do it all on cam. Like, hold up, sabe how to hold a pull up. Soon as we done, I'ma roll up. Phone lines are better, I pull up. Papi te paga los biles, pero quiero todo lo tuyo. Prefieres hacerlo conmigo, que siempre lo hacemos bien duro. I bought a Benz, straight from the trap. I don't like paying no taxes. I don't need friends, solo una mami, papi te enseño what racks is. Me and my chick, we got a chick, yeah, we treat her like a pet. She keep it G, she keep it tranqui, but she be down with the set. Ay, me and my chick, we got a chick, yeah, we treat her like a pet. Ay, EBK, if you all in the way, you in the field with a vet. Ay, bam, bam, she wanna flick for the gram. Plus, her baby sabe who I am, so she wanna do it all on cam. Like, hold up, sabe how to hold a pull up. Soon as we done, I'ma roll up. Phone lines are better, I pull up. Bam, bam, she wanna flick for the gram. Plus, her baby sabe who I am, so she wanna do it all on cam. Like, hold up, sabe how to hold a pull up. Soon as we done, I'ma roll up. Phone lines are better, I pull up. Vestido Mbappe, reach como Mbappe, I can never let her up stop me. In the backseat, I'm with your chick, I love it when she be on top me. Windows black, that's a fact, she don't even mind getting sloppy. Shooter outside, holding it down, si le digo que hace, he like copy. Ábreme la ventana para ventilar este humo. No way, Mr. Officer, soy un trap star, so you know. Fumo, bebo, vendo, ¿qué le digo? You know where I'ma send you. Bam, bam, she wanna flick for the gram. Plus, her baby sabe who I am, so she wanna do it all on cam. Like, hold up, sabe how to hold a pull up. Soon as we done, I'ma roll up. Phone lines are better, I pull up. Dame la plata, plata. Cash, cash, cash. Get money, get money. It's bam, bam, bam. It's bam, bam, she wanna flick for the gram. Plus, her baby sabe who I am, so she wanna do it all on cam. Like, hold up, sabe how to hold a pull up. Soon as we done, I'ma roll up. Phone lines are better, I pull up. flick for the gram. Plus, her baby sabe who I am, so she wanna do it all on cam. Like, hold up, sabe how to hold a pull up. Soon as we done, I'ma roll up. Four lines are better, I pull up. Ay, spam, bam, she wanna flick for the gram. Plus, her baby sabe who I am, so she wanna do it all on cam. Like, hold up, sabe how to hold a pull up. Soon as we done, I'ma roll up. Four lines are better, I pull up. Dame la plata, plata. Cash, cash, cash. Get money, get money. Spam, bam, bam. Spam, bam. She wanna flick for the gram. Plus, her baby sabe who I am, so she wanna do it all on cam. Like, hold up, sabe how to hold a pull up. Soon as we done, I'ma roll up. Four lines are better, I pull up. Bam, bam, she wanna flick for the gram. Plus, her baby sabe who I am, so she wanna do it all on cam. Like, hold up, sabe how to hold a pull up. Soon as we done, I'ma roll up. Four lines are better, I pull up. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, she wanna flick for the gram. Plus, her baby sabe who I am, so she wanna do it all on cam. Like, hold up, sabe how to hold a pull up. Soon as we done, I'ma roll up. Four lines are better, I pull up. Ay, spam, bam, she wanna flick for the gram. Plus, her baby sabe who I am, so she wanna do it all on cam. Like, hold up, sabe how to hold a pull up. Soon as we done, I'ma roll up. Four lines are better, I pull up.
Frank, Judo versus American wrestling. How are you scoring it?
Judo versus American wrestling is it's a clean sweep from obviously the American wrestler. I don't even have to go to the judges' scorecards. I saw what I saw. It was a whitewash. Not only is it judo, it's Canadian judo, and it can be appalling at times. But we're lucky that
He's crazy.
we got a guy who's actually knows what the hell he's doing when it comes to the judo.
That's called flow wrestling.
That's not flow wrestling. That's getting bashed.
Oh my God.
But it's good to see, obviously, a bit of wrestling versus like judo and how they can mix it.
Judo one.
Both guys defensive, both guys offensive. It was good to see. Guy was struggling to fight his way out of a paper bag, but I enjoyed watching it. It's always good to see guys, two different styles who really know what they're doing, kind of mix it up. Would like to see more of it, but
What do you think is a better addition to a jiu-jitsu game, judo or American wrestling?
I'm sure they both, if you really dissect it, both of them can have maybe a bit of a negative and more positive, but it's however you look at it, Obviously scrambling, top control, getting off a bottom, judos can pose a big threat when it comes to getting you off your feet, making you panic, disengaging, letting go of a lot of locks because their counters and what they bring to the table. So
When it's standing up.
Yeah, when it's standing up, obviously when you grab somebody with judo and vice versa, if they grab you, you better have your feet planted and you better be able to move and properly get out the right way and back out and avoid and evade, their hips, because once they get their hips under you and they can lift you up, control where you go, they're really good at it. They've been doing it their whole life. But again, if I was a betting man, I'd obviously have to go with the wrestling, you know what I mean? And I think 92% of population would agree with me on that one as well. So, but again, it's good when you can see both the styles kind of come in and mix it up a bit.